that prayer is about the merging of the heavens and the earth. It's about moving from fragmentation to wholeness. It's about moving from separation to unity. This is what we're really focusing on tonight, and also what spiritual life is about. So first, Gabriel welcomes you all with love. And it's just so nice to be back in Israel. We love Israel. So it's so good to be here. And that's just part of why we come. But the other part is there's so many good people here. You can't really appreciate how good you are. So tonight, you all mentioned what we're talking about, and it's about understanding how to put it together. And one way we call it whole person enlightenment. We're going to talk a little bit about the body, more about the idea, a little about life, and ultimately this is a Dharma talk. Dharma has two levels of understanding. One is what we call right livelihood, what you're doing in your life that helps you wake up spiritually. And then the ultimate Dharma is simply to dissolve into God. Devikut. Harut. Devikut Harut. And so, we're going to start with a little bit of understanding from my guru, one of my two gurus, Swami Muktananda. He used to say, you must always remember the graveyard. Why? Because it's not only understand that everybody goes there eventually, but also by maintaining your health and well-being, it gives you power to continue to do the spiritual practices, the spiritual way of life, at whatever age. And that's a very important thing, because when you're young and you don't think about it, and then you kind of say, well, I don't really need to do spiritual life, I'll deal with that later, then it's too late. So what we want to do is to be able to maintain that. There was a person named Pasni Maharaj, who lived in Bangalore, and he lived to be 186. And he left his body in 1980, something like that. And he did a process called Kaya Kappa, which he did first when he was 100. And he came out looking 20. He regrew his teeth, his hair turned black, everything, okay? And he did several other times. And why? Not because he was so concerned about his body, but because he really felt this is the time in his lifetime that he was going to wake up. And he did. He did. About 160 years old, something like that, he woke up. But he kept rejuvenating because he knew that that's what had happened. So he could be young and flexible and keep the energy going, because spiritual life requires a certain intensity. That's why you would like so much to be in Israel, because everybody's intense. but we love it. Totally. But that intensity focused on spiritual life is very, very powerful. It's very powerful. And so we use it in a good way. We use it. There's probably more, we travel all over the world, there's probably more people per population in Israel involved in spiritual life than anywhere in the world, including India. So that would just give you perspective. So that's an important teaching. Now, Gabriel also holds the Nityananda tradition. So one of Nityananda's teachings was, remember, on your right hand, remember the body is a holy temple for the spirit. And then on the other hand, remember on the left hand, the body's a bag of shit. Now how do you resolve that? So, but that's the very deep teaching, because we have to hold both. We have to hold the paradox. We have to honor the body as the holy temple, but at the same time, we don't want to get attached to the body. So you have to keep it in perfect condition, but at the same time, it don't get attached.